Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on with the voter rolls in Texas? Like, I'm sure there's an innocent explanation for this, but I can't think of one. So the numbers I'm about to show you come directly from the Social Security Administration. This isn't some crackpot conspiracy theory website. No, this is SSA.gov, and this is the Help America Vote verification. This page exists simply to show you the amount of people that are attempting to register to vote in every state. And it's broken down weekly. So I don't want to hear any bullshit that the numbers I'm about to show you have been falsified, or that there's some right-wing conspiracy. The numbers I'm about to show you come directly from the Social Security Administration website. And here's how the numbers are broken down. You have total non-matches. That's the total number of verification requests where there is no match in our records for the name and the last four of the social. And then you have total matches. That's the total number of verification requests where there is at least one match in our records on the name and the last four of the social. And then you have single match alive. That's basically where you have the name and the last four and it matches somebody that's alive. Then you have single match deceased. And that's where the person matching that name and social trying to register to vote is no longer alive. So that's a really fun one. Because registering to vote isn't difficult, but I imagine it's really hard if you're dead. Regardless, you'd be amazed at the amount of dead people that try to register every week. But regardless, almost every week in the state of Texas, we are seeing nearly 250,000 people try to register to vote. That statistic by itself is pretty fucking wild. You had 227,000 people last week try to register to vote in Texas. Look, I understand Texas is a big state. In comparison, California, which has 25% more people than the state of Texas, only had 5,600 people try to register in the same time period. But it keeps happening in Texas. And magically other battleground states like Pennsylvania and Arizona. And when we look at who was trying to register, it gets even weirder. Do you remember what these categories are? The first block you're going to see is total non-matches, then total matches, then single match alive, and then of course we have the dead people trying to vote. So of the 227,000 people that tried to register to vote last week in Texas, in more than 30,000 of those registrations, the name and social did not match. Now, you had 196,000 that did match and were able to register. And then you had 192,000 where a single match was found alive. Then you also have the 4,571 dead people who tried to register to vote. And the craziest part is this is happening every week. If you go to any state where we're not really sure whether it's going to go Democrat or Republican in the next presidential election, every one of them has an insane amount of people trying to register to vote every fucking week. And also has a very good percentage of them where the name and social don't match, or the name and the social match somebody who's dead. So like I said, I am sure there is an innocent explanation for this. I'm sure there is some good reason why this could be happening. But if I'm being honest, I can't think of one.